But today I'm going to talk about this Tivostaral storage cabinet. I'm going to put this one together because I've put the other three together already. I've saved this one for you guys to show you how easy it is to put together. I'm able to put this together on my own, but I would suggest having two people do it. There is one step when you're putting the sides on where they can get a little wobbly, and it helps to have a second person there to just kind of stabilize things. If you don't have that second person, put it up against a wall or something so that it leans up against that before you connect the structures. And I'll show you all about it. Super easy. They give you all the hardware, very easy to read instructions inside. They do give you an actual screwdriver to put the thing together, but it is recommended, even says on the outside of the box here, if you have an electric screwdriver, drill driver, or something like that, to go ahead and use that. And it makes it super fast. I'm able to put this whole cabinet together in under 30 minutes. It probably takes, if you're just getting one, it'll probably take you about 30 minutes to read the instructions and stuff, but I'm down to about 20 right now. So I've got it up on some sawhorses right now. But you can either use, if you do want to work on the floor or sawhorses, I would recommend either using this cardboard that it comes in, or they do give you these long styrofoam panels here if you're working on the ground, to just, when you're assembling it, put the doors on top of this, and it helps protect it so it doesn't get scratched up. Now it does come very, very well packed. Take all of the pieces out, lean them up against a wall or something, lay them out on your floor if you have room. Put them all out so that you can see these stickers that they put on the back, and that identifies which piece goes where, and that'll help in your installation process. I just grabbed a socket wrench and my drill driver here with a Phillips screw bit attached. And if you put these two pieces together, you'll notice there's a wider end down there and a smaller end up here from the top to the bottom. That's your base, this is your top. And when you put the two pieces together, you'll see the shelf holes here on both sides on the far opposite ends. This together will come together, and you should see 4 holes lined up all the way down the middle that will show all the way through that you can put these screws through and then attach the subsequent nuts to them. And that is how we're going to assemble the back 2 panels of our cabinet. And then I could just come back through here, kind of hold the nut and screw the screw in. It does not take much. They're pretty short screws. So you're just bringing it together and keeping it nice and tight. All right, so to assemble the sides, you'll notice that panels A and panel B have 2 different sides to them. One of the sides has holes in it so that I can attach the shelf clips that hold the shelves up, and the other side is just hollow. That hollow side is what you want to put down towards your cabinet. Now the other side here has a clip in it that's going to go towards the bottom of your cabinet. So basically you take that, put it in position, just hold this up, and then it just sets in place. Now you're going to have your assistant come over and hold one end up stable. So there's the assistant holding that stable now. And I'm going to put in 4 of these provided sheet metal screws here. There are 4 holes, one at the top. So you don't need to put them in too tight. You'll just see it pull itself in. There's one at the top, one about 1/3 of the way down, one 2/3 of the way down, and then one at the very bottom. Now you're going to do the same on the other side, and this is where you need that helper. So someone's got to hold this side, because you can see it's kind of a little loose. So just having someone to hold that while you put the other one up is super helpful. You can see it just pulls itself in right just like that. Now once you have both sides attached, they give you this bracket here as well as another one for the base. It looks like this. So basically they have little teeth on them, little notches, right? And you'll see subsequent notches up in the top here. So basically you just put them in the hole and pull it towards the extreme outside edge of the cabinet. Once they lock into place, there's 2 holes underneath both of them on each side to put some sheet metal screws up into there as well, and that holds that in place. With your top and your bottom brackets on and securely attached, now it's time to put the top and bottom panels on. Now those kind of look like shelves, but not. They're marked G and H. So H goes on the bottom and G is at the top. H has a kind of a special little lip that goes over top of this front one and just takes 4 screws in the bottom to attach it. Take your H panel and press it inside of the cabinet. Now, there's 2 little edges on the side of this shelf. Those go inside of these slots that are on the sides. So those need to rest inside. This front lip goes over top of this metal piece here. And then this one down in the bottom where you'll see the 4 screw holes, that lines up with the 4 screw holes on the back of the cabinet. So what I do is I pull it up, and you'll start lifting up and you'll notice it's starting to go into those channels. So as you pull it up, keep your other hand with a little bit of tension on the bottom, and it will just follow that track right inside. And it just sets perfectly into place. Now on the back here, you'll see those 4 screw holes, and you can attach your screw. Once one of them's in, it kind of holds the others in place, and you can just zip all of the remaining 3 down and good to go. Now we got to put the top on. So that is panel G. Panel G has a similar configuration to it. It has one kind of just harsh edge and then one rolled edge, which makes a channel. The channel is going to go to the top of the cabinet, while the harsher edge, while the 90-degree edge goes towards the bottom. And you can tell by that because the bottom will have 4 screw holes and the top will have 3. And when put into its proper position, you'll see all of the screw holes line up. So that just presses into place like that. And then you can put a few of your screws in place. Now the next 3 are a little difficult to do. You can either flip the cabinet up on its top if you need to get access to these, or you can just kind of feel them out or try to look underneath or something. Even a mirror might work, to be honest, but basically you're coming up from underneath, feeling for the hole. So like I said, there's only 3 holes on this. There's one in the middle and then one on each end. At this point, you can take it off your sawhorses or your stand, or pick it up off the ground if you've been working on the ground, and put it in its position wherever you want to have the cabinet. So in my case, I'm going to put it up against the wall. Now, once you have it in place, before you put any shelves in, if you want to secure it to your wall, so they do give you 2 mounting screws, as well as 2 drywall anchors and 2 washers to attach it to your wall if you want to. In my case, I have a cement border going across the bottom of the floor that pushes the cabinet out about 2 inches. So I won't be attaching it to the wall. But if it does become a tipping hazard in the future, which so far I haven't noticed that, but you could build up some blocking behind it, screw the blocking to the wall, and then attach the cabinet to that if you really want that secureness and not have to worry about tipping or anything like that. So this is your time to do it. They do give you 2 holes in each side at the top here to screw that to the wall, to attach it to it. So you can use whichever one works best for you. If you would ideally like to screw into a stud, but if you can't, these drywall anchors work really well. They give you these brackets here, and this is what holds the shelf on. there's a longer little tab and a short tab here. The longer tab goes up into the hole first, and then it just rocks down and goes into place like that. So basically, you just want to make sure that these are on all four sides. You'll see the two here on the back, and then there's two more on the inside on this side. So you just want to make sure they're the same distance apart so that the shelves set down evenly. So in my case, I'm going to go 4 down from the top. In the back here, you can stick your head in and look if you want, or you can just go by feel where I count 1, 2, 3, 4 down. Put it in place, and we're ready to go. Just as easy as grabbing your shelves. So these are marked with the letter K on the bottom. I suggest coming in from an angle and kind of setting one in place in the groove, and then pushing it over to the other side, and it just sets back down on top of there. All right, so assembling the doors is not hard at all. They give you these little pins here with little rubber or plastic washers on them. There's holes down at the very bottom on that bottom lip there, and they just set in there. So you just set those in place there and there, and then the door goes on those pins. So on the bottom of the door, you'll see a series of holes. There's 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Now you'll notice one of the holes on the side with 2 holes in it is smaller. That's where your hinge pin is going to go into. Now on the top, you'll see a spring hinge here. So if yours doesn't have it, they do give you 2 more pins in the hardware pack that you can put one in for yourself. But what I suggest is pull that down and then press over, and that'll pop that out of the hole, and it'll kind of lock it in place over there. And then it's just as easy as putting the hinge through the hole at the bottom, and then take the door, set it back to the lip back here, and push it over. Then you can take that hinge pin, pop it back in the hole, and then it's just a matter of just hunting for the hole up in the top. Once it finds it, it'll just pop itself in this place thanks to that spring. And you'll be able to tell by opening and closing it easily, it should just rest up against there. And we'll do the same for the other side. At the top and the bottom of each door, you'll see these holes up here on the outside of the door. And enclosed in the hardware packet, they give you these magnets. They just press and clip into those holes, and you can straighten them out if you want to be OCD about it. But they go in all 4. There's one in the top, there's one in the top, and then one in the bottom of each door. What those magnets do is it helps keep the door closed to the cabinet when it's in the closed position if it's unlocked. And that makes sure it's a real secure locking fit, but you're still able to pull it and open it when you want to access your cabinet. And then finally, they give you some really nice handles. So take the little screw that they provide. I suggest push it through the hole and then put the hinge up to it and slowly attach that. Then you can rotate that down and do the same with the bottom hole. Put it through, rest it up against it, find the screw hole, and attach. And there is your handle attached to the cabinet door. You've got one on each side to do. Now inside the cabinet door with the lock on it, you'll see the keys are zip tied to this rod going up and down. And when the lock turns, it rotates this and locks it both at the top and the bottom. So super secure. So all you have to do is just cut off the zip tie, and now you have your key to be able to lock and unlock your cabinet. I can put that 40 pack of water on that shelf and it holds it without even bowing, sagging, nothing. This thing holds a ton of weight. I absolutely love these things. They are amazing. They hold so much. They make the garage and the studio space seem so much cleaner, so much more organized. Just amazing. It is the finishing touch to a perfect studio remodel. I cannot thank them enough. If you would like to pick up some of these Tivostaral cabinets for yourself, I'll put links in the description down below, as well as the first pinned comment. And if you like this type of gear review, instructional review, all kinds of stuff like this, we do tons of videos like this on the channel. Subscribe down below, click the bell, give me a thumbs up on this, comment on this video, let me know what you think of these. Are you looking for something similar? They also offer a half model that's like a floor model that comes up about halfway if you're just looking for something maybe not so tall, maybe a 2-shelf. They offer that too. Really solid, really secure, same construction as this cabinet here. So just amazing, amazing products. Cannot thank them enough. Do all the things. I'll see you on the next one.